the normal old folks stories, like you can sit and talk about anything and everything. As you mentioned, on what they see on the phone, the exposure to the whole world that is out there at the tip of their fingers, within their hand. And there's no control because you're not with your child all the time. And for them to have that access, you cannot control what they should read.
Yes.
I think there is an app, somebody told me about an app that you can key onto your children's phone, so you will know what your children are watching and what your grandchildren are watching, and you can control it. And before they download anything, like that prompting for you to approve comes back to you. And even if you off it from where you are, you control their phone. They can be holding onto their phone, but they cannot access it. Yeah. So I think that's a good app. I didn't really find out more about it from this parent who was sharing with me and saying that's how she controls the gadgets for her children. Yeah. And it has really worked. So there are other apps or other things out there that can guide and help us to better the way that we handle things at the moment.
There are news in the world today because some children, they turn really weird when their phone is taken out of them.
Yeah.
Some of them commit suicide, some of them run away from home just because you remove.
Because of their connection. Like say,
you're
talking to your phone every day,
becomes part of you. Yeah. So the phone becomes your soul tie. When the phone is not with you, then something is wrong with you.
Yes.
So it is the way that we are teaching and sharing. So it goes back to parenting.
Yeah.
We must improve the way that we are.
And don't get us wrong, it has its advantage.
Yes.
The phones has its advantage, the exposure has its advantage. For me, the advantage that I can gauge, I hear my grandchildren, one is a year 5 now, he's gone back to school, and like he's 2 years old. And then I can be sitting there and I can be hearing their conversation. Or if I take them in the car, all my grandchildren, the younger ones I'm talking about, the year 5, the year 2, year 1, year 2, year 1, and this 2-year-old. And when I'm driving and I'm listening to their conversation, I can know what they have watched, and it has changed their vocab, changed the way that they talk, changed the way that they think, because I know them. But when I listen to them, it's like sometimes I have to look at them again and say, okay, really? Did she just say that? And it's exposure. Like what I said, it has its advantage because their vocabulary, increases their understanding. I've got this year 5 grandson of mine. He loves watching tutorial. It can be tutorial for anything. It can be for Minecraft, how to build these things. It can be tutorial on how to do this. And he will come and say, how can that? Just what a question he's asking. I said, okay, where did you get that? He said, I was watching this tutor, and he was teaching in the YouTube to say that you can do that and that and that. Or he can come up and say, Nana, when the Bible says that it creates a world, and I hear this tutor say that, what is evolution? You're talking about a year 5, student. And that is what I cannot control because they are listening here and they will getting everything there. So apart from the exposure of mannerism and everything that they learn from within the family, if it's a normal family, or within the place that they are being raised up in, or maybe in the boarding schools or in the relatives' home, we also have this exposure. And sometimes I can hear exactly what this person is saying here. Okay, come, where did you hear that from? To them it's normal because they just hear it and they do it. Or hear it and they say it. If I'm going with my 2-year-old, and I remember that day I took her to Costules. We went to buy some noodles. And usually when I go, I take her through the toy side, okay. And I see her go like this, not that one, You're talking about a 2 years old, not that one, no, that doesn't work. And she was being like that, and I said, okay, I don't do that, or the mother doesn't do that, or the aunties don't do that. But one day, because now she has been really close to me at home, and every now